a production of the Mesa Chamber of Commerce. Visit us at mesachamber.org.
Good. Welcome. You have reached your first sort of pinnacle event here as part of your chamber membership, which is orientation. Yay. So, well, you just got right up there, didn't you? Just right there. All right, very good. My name is Bob Nelson. I am the Director of Communications for the Mesa Chamber of Commerce. We do have a hybrid meeting today, so you will notice that there are a few people online in a very nice selection of room today. Like I've got this audience to play to today. It's kind of great. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how to get the most out of your chamber membership. But before we do that, it's time to introduce our fantastic sponsor for this event. So everything at the chamber has a sponsor, including our orientation, and our sponsor is none other than Eric Reber with Speed Pro. So Eric, if you would be so kind as to introduce yourself.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Bob.
Are you recording this? Hang on, Eric.
Yes.
Okay, go.
All right. So welcome, everybody. I've been with the Chamber now for, I think, a little over 4 years. Joined the Chamber to a couple of reasons. One, to help my business and help me grow, but at the same time to utilize the resources of the other members of the Chamber to work together and interact and share ideas. And again, it's all about helping each other, how we can make this everybody successful out there. I think this is one of the more important events that we have that's on a monthly basis, not for just new members, but also for our seasoned members as well. So it gives them an opportunity to see what's new and what's happening out there. Things change on a regular basis. I mean, look at the pandemic, and so the Chamber has to react to that. And it's like, well, how are we going to continue to offer all of our members really good benefits and make sure that they're getting value out of this? As time goes on, and based on the needs of the members, they will go ahead and create new programs out there for them. Come on in. And so, and that's kind of why one of the reasons I think it's important to at least get to one of these or get to this event at least every 6 months, maybe every once a year or so after you become a member. So again, at least understand what's new out there. What is it that I may have missed, and things along those lines. A couple of hints, things that I tell new members all the time is, one, set your calendar for the first of every month. The first of every month, go and look at the event directory. Start going through all the events that are coming up, all of the workshops that are coming up. Get those on your calendar right away. And then secondly is to utilize your posting in the directory and make sure it's up to date. Make sure you've got all the relative information in there that you need, so that when people are searching, they've got the Mesa directory looking for somebody that does something that you do, they're able to find you very quickly. So those are kind of the two most probably, I think, important things to do. The third one would be just be active in the Chamber. Again, I always use the example of the gym. If you get a gym membership and you don't use it, it doesn't really work so well. But if you use it every day or use it all the time, it works real well. Same thing with the Chamber membership. Use it a lot, count on it, ask for help when you need the help, and these guys are ready and willing to help you out. So I own a company called Speed Pro Mesa Gilbert. We do large format graphic printing. And again, our goal is to really help businesses get noticed out there visually. So I appreciate you coming in today, and hope you have a good time and learn something. And if you have any questions, my name's in the directory. Feel free to reach out to myself if I can help out with anything. Thanks.
Thanks, Eric. Good to see everybody today. He just covered all the topics we needed to cover. It's donut time. Actually, Eric has been with us for, how long have you been? 4 years? About 4 years. And so what he's saying is his practical experience. And that's part of the reason that I really love to listen to him talk, because he's applying what he's learned every day. And that's a critical thing for everybody. You'll notice in the room there are several people with ambassador badges. Eric is also an ambassador. There's a reason that they're here, and it's not just to be because I told them they couldn't get their ambassador badges if they weren't here. Right, Dorian? See? It's because things are changing so fast that it helps them to be a part of this meeting to stay on top of what's changing. So We'll talk a little bit more about the ambassador program in a little bit. Right now, though, for those of you in the room with me today, Linda is going to hand you out a questionnaire that's at the back of the room. And that questionnaire I want you to keep on your desk, and I want you to fill it out as we go through the meeting. For those of you at home, we're going to send you a digital copy of this questionnaire, and we're going to ask you to fill it out at home and send it back to Linda. And the purpose of this questionnaire is to help us understand what you guys want to all get out of your membership in your first year of membership. So as you go through this presentation today, I want you to, I know it's going to be some work, but I want you to take some notes about the things that are interesting to you, the things that you notice, the things that you would like to know more about, and some of the things that kind of fit with the goals that you have for the first year of your membership. So, for those of you at home, make sure you've got a pad of paper and a pen handy to take those notes. Those of you that are here, just go ahead and jot those down on that piece of paper. Leave that piece of paper when you leave today for Linda, and she will go ahead and take care of that for you. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with some real quick introductions. I've got a lot of material to cover today, so if you would, I would appreciate it. Your business name, your name, and the main reason that you have looked to join the chamber today. And we'll start with the folks on Zoom. So Christina, if you want to kick us off and introduce yourself. Oh, Christina went for a cup of coffee. Okay. All right.
No. I'm here. My name's Christina. I'm with Arizona Care Hospice, and I decided to get involved with the chamber for networking.
Okay. Welcome, Christina. This is probably a good start then. Rainey, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself real quick. Oh,
I was on mute. Hi, I am, can you see me? I turned my video on, but.
good. We can see you.
Nope. Okay. I am Raimi with Endeavor. We're a non-medical in-home care, and I joined the chamber to meet people in the community in the East Side. I'm familiar with the Scottsdale area and wanted to bring our services and see what other services are out there in the Mesa area.
Fantastic. Welcome to today's meeting.
Thank you.
I'll skip Linda Haskell because Linda Haskell is actually sitting over there. But Kevin, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
Sure. Good morning, everybody. I'm Kevin DeRosa. My family owns a local business that's Champion Supply. And my wife says I can't remember stuff, so I'm not even going to try to remember why we joined the chamber because it was over 40 years ago. So we've been a member for a long time and find great value in the chamber. So for those of you that are new, hoping that you're going to get great value in the chamber as well.
Dorian?
Good morning, Dorian Valente, Banker's Life. I'm a fiduciary financial advisor and also an ambassador with the chamber. Happy to help.
Zach Homer. I'm with Target Chiropractic. I joined because Dorian told me to.
Well, that happens a lot. I don't understand what happens there.
Yeah. George Phillips. I'm with the Mesa Buckhorn Alps Lodge in Mesa. We just joined to get more involved with the community.
Very good. Terry, I'll let you introduce yourself in a minute. Melissa?
Good morning, Melissa Forrester with United Food Bank, and United Food Bank's been a member since I don't know when, but I have always been involved in the chamber since I started over 13 years ago with United Food Bank. It's just a way to connect with people that you would otherwise never meet.
Oh, I'm Shirley Lafferty, and I'm with Grief Recovery Method, and my partner and I here teach seminars and workshops in helping people get over grief. And with the pandemic, there's plenty of the grief going around. So we're just getting started. And so we're really excited about the chamber helping us build our business and let people know we're here for them.
Welcome.
Thank you. Erica Russell Klein, everything she said.
Okay, so thank you all for being here today, because this is probably the first most critical component to getting the most out of your chamber membership that you can get, which is showing up. And we'll talk a little bit about that later. We have a very simple vision and a very simple mission. We want to be the recognized resource for business in Mesa. Oh, hi, Chris Lofgreen. Thanks for coming. Class. I'm kidding. We want to be the recognized resource and celebrated leader for the Mesa business community. Very simple. We want to be that go-to for businesses that need help. Our mission is simple. We want to improve, promote, and advocate for business in Mesa. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than that. We worked, believe it or not, we're doing a lot of work to get to that simple. Because there's a lot of mission creep that happens for organizations, and they start to try to be more than what they would normally be, and we don't want to do that. We want to stay focused. So that is the vision and the mission of the Chamber. There are 4 elements to making your membership a success. The first one is understanding your benefits, and that really starts today. That's part of what today does for you, is to help you see the landscape of your membership and all of the things that are included in that membership. The second piece is to make a plan. That's sort of what the questionnaire is to help you do, is to start to think about what pieces of that information that I give to you today you want to ping on and you want to engage with more deeply to get the success that you need out of your membership. The third is the follow-through piece. Then the follow-through piece is important because it's the one that we have the least control over. So, we can help you make the plan, we can show you what's available to you, but we need your help. We need you guys to make sure that you follow through on the things that you need to accomplish. The fourth one is very simple. It's adapting to change. And I think everybody understands exactly what that means after the last 18 months, right? What happens today, what you're thinking about today is important for your business, may not be the same thing that's important to your business in 3 months. And so you have to be willing to say, okay, things are changing. What's important is changing. I need to re-engage with my chamber membership to make sure that I'm covered on the thing that has now become important. We are very, very good, and a testament to Linda Haskell, who you'll meet in a minute. We are super, super good at being responsive to the needs of what's going on with our membership. And it's because we get that piece, and we want to help you make sure that you're responding to what's happening out there. Okay, support for your chamber membership. The first group of people that are important are your ambassadors. I've got a few of them in the room, so I'm gonna let them, actually, Dorian, I'm gonna let you talk a little bit about the ambassador program. Normally I have Melissa do it, but I'm gonna get you today.
You guys coordinate this?
No, I'm just that mean.
Yeah, so the ambassador program is basically an extension of the chamber, and we are here to really guide you through how to best utilize your membership and be a resource for you and hold your hand when you're new in the class and you don't know who you know and who's going to help you meet people and understand maybe potential connections for your business and opportunities. And so we're a friend, and we'll welcome you with open arms, and we're here to help. So please do not hesitate to any one of us. And, I think for those of you that think you want to really get involved with the chamber, I think maybe a little bit further down the line, this is certainly a great opportunity for you to be more involved with the chamber if you want to reciprocate some of the assistance and benefits that you've received along the way, and be of assistance to your fellow Mesa members.
And that's the key element. I mean, these guys, so Dorian is here, and Kevin, thank you. Kevin is here. And Eric is here, and Melissa is here, and I don't think anybody's online. But they want to do more than just be a member. They want to help other members. And that's the critical component to being a successful ambassador, is wanting to help other people and wanting to engage with other people. So if that is something that might appeal to you, everyone that's a new member is assigned an ambassador. The best thing you can do is start to talk to that ambassador and learn about what that ambassador does and learn about how they help other people and decide if that's something you might want to engage with in the future. The second group, of course, is chamber staff. And we're getting quite up there. I had to go to 2 columns on the old staff columns there. But I do have a few people I'd like to quick introduce themselves today. I'm going to start with Marcus Campbell.
Hello, I'm Marcus Campbell. I'm a communications assistant for the chamber. I do social media, newsletters, video editing, that kind of stuff. So pay no attention to the game, unless you need to put something.
Sounds good. And I'll go over here to Linda.
Good morning, I'm Linda Haskell, Director of Membership Services, and obviously like to be in 2 places at once, so I'm on Zoom and here. I don't know why I don't remember the name. What I really do is want to make sure that our members are satisfied and with their membership services, making sure that you are getting the support that you need from us. And I'll just say yesterday, as an example, I went out to a member, have been a member for about 2 years, and really just was not aware of that they could post a job, that they could do member-to-member deals. You know, there was just a whole array of things. And so that really is my job, to make sure that they're plugged in and that you are a member for a long time. So anyway, I'll see you all later.
How convenient that you just skipped out right as I was about to call on you. I'll skip back over to the other side of the room. Terry.
Hi guys, I'm Terry Gardner. I'm the new kid on the block at Mesa Chamber. I've worked with the chamber for about 15 years off and on, not for the chamber, but with the chamber and supported them. But now I'm on staff and I do events and sponsorships. So that's an opportunity for you that you will be hearing from me. So when you see an email from me, it's an opportunity to do something additional to what you do with your membership. And for example, we had a sponsor today that presented. That's an opportunity, and that's afforded to all of you as partners or as members. So I will be reaching out to you when I need a sponsor for an upcoming event. Possibly I will need swag for the welcome bags. That one of those is right there on the table in front of you, Melissa. So I'll be reaching out to you for sponsorships and possibly for swag to go in different bags. And another piece of what I do is one of the programs that the chamber has is Mesa Leadership Program. And
Not yet, not yet. Comes later.
Oh, never mind.
Don't throw me off. Don't throw me off.
Okay.
It's coming.
That's me in a nutshell.
It's coming. So we'll hear from Terry a little bit later about a completely different program. So I did take the opportunity to kind of showcase the new member bag. If you have not received your new member bag, let Linda know, or if you know your ambassador, let them know, and they would be happy to deliver it to you. But the point being is that you've got a whole group of people that want you to be successful in your chamber membership. They want you to get the most that you can out of your investment. So we're gonna go ahead and start with sort of the I call them the automatic benefits, but they're kind of the concurrent benefits. One of the biggest reasons that people don't renew their chamber membership is because they tell us that they don't feel like they got anything out of it. And to us, that says we're not communicating all of the things that are happening for your membership while you're doing your business. Because we get it, right? Most of our members are small businesses, small staffs like us, who are constantly just grinding away and may not have the time to invest to go to networking events or what have you. We still have a lot going on your behalf, regardless, including the fact that you are a member of the chamber, meaning that you're in our digital directory. And that's a huge plus. Chambers overall are a trusted resource by Google. So when you search for a business or you search for a type of business, you will find a chamber listing generally in the top portion of the results because those are trusted listings. Google likes those because they know that someone's vetted that and shown that that's a valid business. So it likes to give that result. That's important for a lot of reasons. And if I'm happy to spend an hour or two talking about it because that's kind of my world, but I won't. The other is the Compass Resource Guide. So Compass is a magazine that hopefully Linda is getting a copy of while she's out there. Right, Linda? Nope. But it's a magazine that we put out once a year, and in the back of that magazine is a directory. Thank you, Kevin. Is a directory of chamber membership. And that's kind of an important issue right now, because what happens is all of our directories are going digital. So we don't have yellow pages anymore. We don't have, all of those local directories anymore. But we still have a number of people that rely on a physical manifestation of a business directory so that they can find a business. Maybe they're only here 3 or 4 months a year. So they want to have something that they keep on hand. So all of our membership every year gets printed in the back of the book. The nice thing about the magazine is that it gets distributed to 22,000 homes through our partnership with the Arizona Republic. So it's getting into people's homes. We take another 5,000 copies of this and we distribute them out to our larger members. So the airports, Falcon Field, Gateway Airport, Boeing, all of our hospitality members. So one of the most entertaining things you could ever watch is Sally and I driving around with boxes of these to hotels and walking in the front door saying, "Hey, we got your compasses." Right? It's very entertaining to be a part of. But it's a very critical resource. And the other thing about the Compass magazine is that it's a fantastic introduction to Mesa. The magazine is full of content about different aspects of Mesa. So people want to engage with this because it lets them see what Mesa is about. So, and Linda's handing out some copies to you, so you have them. The third piece is the advocacy piece, and I can't emphasize enough the importance of the advocacy piece, because it's the piece that nobody wants to deal with, right? We all love dealing with government related stuff, right? It's fun. I'm kidding. It's not. But we do it. And we do it on behalf of our business community because it's important. And there are a lot of issues that are always happening in relation to what's happening in our business community. So every month we host a government affairs meeting. The next one is tomorrow here in this room that you can be a part of. And I forget who we're going to hear from. Do you remember offhand? I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway, so every month we engage with membership to say, okay, what's going on out there? What are you guys seeing out there that we can take back? We actually have a lobbyist on retainer that we utilize at the state capitol to engage on issues that are impacting our local business community. So the biggest example of that I can come up with is the ADA issue that came up 3 or 4 years ago. I know my people that have been with me for a while know it. But for those of you that are here for the first time and may not know about that, that was an issue where there was a lawyer of less than honorable intent. And basically he went around, paid some guy to drive around in a van, take pictures of parking lots. They would go through the pictures. Via the pictures, they would find something that was out of compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act, and they would file a lawsuit against that business. And they would say, oh, by the way, we'll settle that lawsuit for $10,000. No proof of change, no actual on-site visit. I mean, just a litany of things that should not have been happening involved in that. And it came to us because one of our members asked us about it. They had gotten the lawsuit and said, hey, can you help me with this? I don't know what's happening here. So we took a look at it. We found out it was happening on the west side, and the guy was moving east to get more business, if you will. And so what we did was we convened a meeting over here at the Delta, and 150 people showed up. It was crazy. And all of a sudden we had this big issue. So we sent it right over to our lobbyist. He sent it right to the state capitol. We also sent it to our regional representation, which is the East Valley Chambers of Commerce Alliance, which is 8 chambers here in the East Valley that we kind of come together and we talk about the issues that affect all of us. We got it to them. We got it escalated. We actually got the law changed for the state of Arizona, and that gentleman no longer can practice law in Arizona. So when we say that advocacy is important, advocacy is very important. It's not something that you necessarily feel like you want to deal with all the time, but it's still something still needs to be happening on your behalf. And that's what we do. That's part of what we do. So always happy to talk in more detail about it, but I do invite you to tomorrow morning's meeting if you have the time. It's a great opportunity to learn about more what's going on politically in our community. Kevin.
It's actually the Transportation Planning Program Manager from MAG. She'll be coming.
I should know that because I made the event. I did. So tomorrow, we're getting an update on the regional transportation plan. So all of the planning that's going on with SR 24 down in Southeast Mesa, that new freeway that's gonna kind of connect Queen Creek to the rest of the universe. All about that, all about all of the expansion that's going on with light rail, I assume as well. Just all of that bigger picture transportation stuff is what they're gonna talk about tomorrow. So if you're interested in kind of getting a head start on where transportation is going to happen, i.e. where people are going to be, i.e. where potential customers are going to be, that's a good meeting to be at, because you can plan ahead based on that result. Okay, enough of that. I want to talk about your login real quick. So each of you should have a login for the Chamber website. If you don't, please let me know. But that login affords you a number of important benefits that you can take advantage of, including you can build a multimedia profile, you can post your job opportunities, you can create events, post press releases, you can network and message with other members. There's actually a little social feed that you can take advantage of and kind of network. You can obviously register for events, which is what I think most people tend to use it for. And you can edit your displayed profile information at will, meaning that you don't have to wait for me to change your email address or your phone number. You can actually just go in, make that change, and get it done. It's very important to give you the flexibility to be that dynamic in how you engage with your chamber membership, and that's an important piece. So really, really a powerful tool. Utilize it. Okay, so on the flip side of these sort of automatic benefits are the participatory benefits. And these are the events, for the most part.
There's a list back there.
And there's a list back there as well. So you can actually take advantage of that. We keep a calendar updated that we send out. So is everybody getting their Monday message? Those of you at home? Can I get a yay, nay, nod, hand? Some indication?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you. All right, very good. So we run events sort of in three groups, if you will. We have programs, and so this is our monthly program lineup right now. This is managed by Sherry Eklund. She is our director of programs. I think she's in a networking group meeting, if I'm not mistaken. Is she in today?
Yes, she is.
She's in a meeting today, yeah. So otherwise I would call her, put her on the spot and have her talk about those. But these are the ones that kind of reoccur every month. So you can sign up for these, and these are great networking opportunities. As a new member, we always give sort of similar advice. Try them at least once. Find the one that fits for your style, for your community, for the type of client that you want to engage with. And then rotate. Don't stick with the same one all the time, because eventually you'll start to just run into the same people, right? And if you've seen the same people many times, it loses some of the value of that. So don't be afraid to rotate and engage differently over time and keep that fresh. Then there are the annual events. So the one I'm going to call attention to on this list is the Aviation Fascination event. That is happening in November, on November 12th. It's a Friday night. We open up Falcon Field through our partners at Heliponents, and we invite the community to come out for free. We have a bunch of vintage aircraft on display. Boeing brings an Apache over for display. It's just a great night. We get live music. A number of our members at our restaurants bring sampling foods. It's so much. It's ridiculous amounts of fun. So put that on your calendars for November 12th. Each of these other events happens through the year. Some of them have been impacted by COVID, so some of them have been either virtual or changed their format, or we kind of put them on pause while we were getting through. So if there's one that pings with you and you have more questions about it, these are pretty much Terry's lineup, so feel free to touch chicken with Terry and she can let you know what our status is on those. Then we do some kind of fun, sort of one-off events. We do lunch mobs. So we'll just pick a member that's a restaurant and say, hey, everybody, let's go to lunch on this day there. And we all just kind of show up and we mob them on that day. I get to catch up with Dorian on those days. I like those days. And then we do ribbon cuttings. So if your business is a new business, or if you've had a significant change in your business and you want to draw some attention to that, you can host a ribbon cutting. And we do happy hours. So every once in a while, we'll just pick another member and say, hey, let's all meet at so-and-so's business after hours and hang out and chat. Usually it's not like an insurance agent because, well, you know, unless they've got a bar.
Most do behind their desk.
Dorian knows. So we do them as ways to give you additional opportunities to engage. And that's really what this portion of our existence is about. Helping you engage with each other, helping you engage with the public, helping you get more relationships. So this is what people traditionally think of when it comes to chamber membership, is the networking piece. We do anywhere from, depending on the year, 300 to 450 events a year. Now, we also do a number of subject-specific councils and groups. So one of the things that we learned fairly early on, this would have been about 10 years ago, is that, you know, insurance members may be competing with each other, but there are issues that they run into that affect them universally. And so what we've done is we've identified key areas that have those sort of ongoing needs to kind of come together and say, hey, this issue is affecting us universally, we want to talk about it. And building sort of representation around that. So we build councils around that. And the first one was the Mesa Industry and Defense Council. And that started in 2015 at the behest of former Senator John McCain, who basically said, hey, there's a lot of aviation and there's a lot of defense in Mesa, but they don't really have any way to talk in one voice to the federal government. So they all talk individually to the federal government, but if they could come together and speak with one voice, it would really help everybody. It would help jobs, it would help opportunities, all of that. So that's how that group kind of came together. And then we kind of replicated it across several other industries. The one that I'm going to kind of let Linda talk to a little bit is the Nonprofit Vitality Council.
So this is a council that meets on the second Tuesday of each month, and it's from 4 to 5. And the beauty of it is it brings all of the nonprofits together, and we have 85 nonprofits now that are chamber members. But even more so than that, what occurs is we have businesses that get on to find out what is going on with these nonprofits. And during COVID, Dave Richin, CEO of United Food Bank, actually was our facilitator on the calls twice a month, where we would, you know, pull everybody together and say, okay, how are you doing? What do you need? You know, how's it going? Because with COVID, it was changing on a daily basis. And so, and really, it is a strong group. We used to have maybe 4 attend. The last group had about 20, and we've had as many as 50 in the room. And the reason why is they want to come together for a few different reasons, for the synergy, but also we try to have a topic each month, you know, either on grant writing, or this month it was suicide prevention and suicide awareness month. So I would encourage you, if you have the opportunity, please sit in on this call, because it really is informative. And it's hybrid, so you can either make it on Zoom or in person.
So I know a couple of you have said your interest in being a member of the chamber was to be involved in the community. Right there. That's where you can engage. That's where you're going to learn who the players are, and that's where you're going to find the best organization that you can support. So really a good opportunity to do that. The newest one that we have created, it's kind of a tie. I think we did financial and healthcare at the same time. But the financial network is our banking institutions. We just recently had a meeting. I know Dorian was our guest in the room. He was the only person in the room. So the camera was on him the entire time. But he's a good looking guy, so, you know, it made the meeting better. Anyway, so we were able to learn more about different things in relation to our financial community, and then on healthcare and aging, we were able to engage specifically in areas that are impacting our community. Mental health being an important one, right? We were also able to engage in getting certified as both autism friendly and dementia friendly. Thank you. So through these committees, we are able to actually take action, do things that move the community along, and really keep things happening. So great opportunity for you to be engaged. We are also moving sort of up the chain. We're also a member of the East Valley Chambers of Commerce Alliance that I mentioned earlier, which is the sort of, there's 8 East Valley chambers that are a member of that. And then we're also upward a member of the United States Chamber of Commerce, which helps us with our advocacy at the national level. So lots and lots of opportunity for information to flow and for us to help you get issues that you have taken care of, or just learn more about what's going on around you. So, okay, so dovetailing just a touch on the nonprofit piece. We know that a lot of you guys are smaller organizations, and so committing to supporting a particular organization can be a challenge. So we try and build frameworks for you to get involved in the community where we take care of most of the work, and you guys kind of get to reap the benefit of that. So we do a number of community involvement and partnership engaged activities every single year. So including the current hydration drive that's going on right now. Melissa, did you want to real quick just spend like a minute?
Yeah, excuse me, thank you for the opportunity. Wow, this year we were really worried that we were absolutely not going to make our goal of 400,000 bottles of water, and we have exceeded that. And we have collected in monetary donations over $30,000. A huge one was Boeing, a $10,000 donation to this campaign. That's just huge. Another chamber member is Dexcom, and did just a huge one. And then within the chamber, all of the leads groups had a little competition. We have fun doing that. And so together we really, this community is amazing. We have collected over 500,000 bottles of water.
534, I believe.
Yes. And counting, because it's not over until the end of this month. So
right.
Thank you so much for the generosity of our community.
So there are just a plethora of ways for you to get engaged and help the community. These are just a few of those. So we do adopt a family every year, and we'll send you information on that once we've adopted the family and what that family needs. And we always have members. Members are always extremely generous in supporting that family. Make a Difference Day, which is a city initiative. I think that's coming up in October, where one Saturday we all go out and we just do something for the community. One year it involved Sally and I driving around trying to find God, I can't think of anything today.
Pokemon?
No. That would have been entertaining. Tags and various, God, I can't think of the word. Graffiti. Thank you, Linda. This is why I keep Linda around. So we were driving around trying to find graffiti, and we couldn't find any, which was kind of hilarious. But, you do what you got to do, right? Anyway, so we do things like Small Business Saturday, which we just talked about the other day, which means what we do is on Small Business Saturday, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving, we invite membership to come down to downtown Mesa. We do a walking tour of the members in downtown Mesa, just because it's easier than driving all over the city. And then we kind of visit, we take pictures, we have a good time, and then we all go to lunch and we kind of hang out, kind of make it a nice social event. And then, of course, we also have a number of organized programs, and this is where I'm going to kind of let Terry come back into the conversation a little bit. So, I like to think about it as we'd like you to be involved in your chamber from the time that you're young until the time that you're tenured.
Yeah.
Is that a good way? Good word? Okay. So there's just a number of programs that you can engage with at all levels to learn more about the chamber, to be engaged in the community. But probably the most important one is Mesa Leadership, and I'm gonna let Terry talk just briefly about that.
I'll try to be brief because this is passion of mine, so I'm gonna try to do it as quick as I can, but The Mesa Leadership Program is a program that falls under the umbrella of the Mesa Chamber. And it's an actual class. It starts the end of August and it goes through the end of May, and we have a graduation. So it's almost like a school year, except for you don't go every single day. Mesa Leadership, you are expected to attend class that is held the first Friday of every month. And we have a lesson that we do on leadership. We teach leadership skills. We also bring in guest speakers from Mesa and the surrounding area to come in and talk about usually community events. We'll get a lot of nonprofit speakers come in. And then on the outside of class, we offer several tours throughout those 9 months for the class members to be able to go and see behind the scenes, things that they would not have access to just as Joe Smith off the street. So as part of the class, you are exposed to a lot of things in Mesa that you would not otherwise have access to. And we have a great time. We learn a lot. We teach you a lot about the community, the things that you can do that you're interested in helping with. That's part of that. And I would be happy to talk to you more about Mesa Leadership anytime. Again, my name is Terry. I'm here at the Chamber. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. We will start recruiting for next year's class. We'll start recruiting in January. So if you're interested at all, please let me know so we can get you on the list, because, you know, we can have a waiting list. And we hope to have you. Can I just ask real quick, how many in this room have been through the program? Yay! All right, so I'll be expecting to write all the rest of your names down. Thank you.
That's why we got Terry. She's very assumptive in the sale. She's very good at that. So in addition to sort of these organized programs, and I'm happy if you would like to talk in more detail about any of them, let me know. We also have some really kind of cool partnerships, including Green Flag Mesa. So this facility, this building that we're in, is actually part of the Mesa Community College campus. They have a downtown campus. It is comprised of this building here, the building immediately right next to it, and then the 4th floor of the parking garage is also part of that campus. When we moved in here, we wanted to partner with them and engage their students in creating the next generation of business owners and the next generation of business professionals. So we created a program called Green Flag Mesa. And that is an entrepreneur program where students at MCC that want to start a business can enroll in a 2-year program where basically we give them access to a co-working space and we give them access to you guys. So this is where your expertise and your experience comes into play, where you can help that next generation of professionals and business owners engage in the community and become those fantastic new businesses that move us forward as a community. So we've done that now. This will be the 4th year, I believe, for that. 4th year, I think. And we're just ramping that up for this year. We've actually got an event coming up in October called the 24-Hour Business Plan Challenge, where we challenge them to write a business plan in 24 hours. It's fantastic. Literally, it is in this space for 24 hours. So I get a little punchy. If you think I'm punchy now, wait till you see me at like 1 in the morning. I get really punchy. Anyway, so that is that. I'm happy to share more about that. I can also show you the space if you're interested before you go. As an extension of that, we partner with the Maricopa Institute of Technology and Innovation, which is called Mighty. It's up on the 4th floor of the other building. They have a partnership with Apple where they train coders to create apps. So they teach them all of the coding and all of that goes into creating an app for your phone. So in conversation with them, we asked them, well, it's great that you're doing that, but what are these students going to do when they get their certification and they walk out the door? Are we going to ship them off to California? Are we going to ship them off to Texas to find a job in this? What's going on here? We got to keep them in Mesa. So we devised a scheme, if you will, to keep them in Mesa, and it's called the App Boutique. And what it is we actually engage them before they get their certification to participate in an internship through the Green Flag program, where they will actually create apps for members. And so in doing that, we are hoping to build a much greater population of apps that are created locally and that need to be serviced locally. And we start to create sort of an industry here in Mesa that holds these students in the community, so that we're keeping that talent, and we're keeping those jobs, and we're keeping that income in the community. And then, of course, we have a capital opportunity program that we partner with Gateway Bank on, which is a fantastic program. If you are looking to grow, if you are looking to expand, if you are looking for capital, it's just a great way to let the chamber kind of help you prepare for that process. Banks can be very intimidating. They can be very scary. So we devised a program where we'll help you kind of get prepared. It's not unlike what SCORE would do if you're participating in the SCORE program. It's not too different from that, except it's with your chamber. So it's with a relationship that you already know, and it's with a relationship that you trust. So, we kind of help you get prepared for that, and then we do a nice warm transfer to our partners that sponsor the program to give you the best opportunity to fulfill that need. So those are some of the community things that we do. I'm going to real quick go into business referral groups. How many people do I have here from a business referral group today? Okay, so they are tough people, these business referral groups, because they are word of mouth champions. And that's what a business referral group is. So we currently have 5 of them in the chamber. We have 3 in-person groups, and we have 2 virtual groups. And what they do is they gather once a week, and they help each other. So they're out the rest of their time keeping their ears open and talking to people and finding leads for the other members of their group, because they've built relationships with them and they're engaged with them. And then they come to the group and they give that lead to that person in their group that needs that lead. So it's a great opportunity if you're looking to build your business and have others act as your agents. It's a great opportunity to do that. Chris, did I get that right?
Very good.
Is there anything you would like to add to that?
Anything? Well, only that the superstitions group is the best.
It will not have fisticuffs here in the meeting.
Well, Melissa will agree with me. She's on my side.
Yeah, but you got Duran and back, and he's already giving you a shifty eye. I can see it already.
They're all good. You gotta find the one that's best for your schedule, the right day of the week, the right personalities. So go to them all and try them out.
Yeah, and you are, if you're not in a group currently and you would like to visit each group, you are welcome to visit each group and kind of just see how the group functions, see if it's a fit for your time of day, see if it's a fit for your personality. But these are probably, I would say, pretty much a critical component to your chamber membership if you're looking to build your business. So, how's everybody doing? I know I'm flying through stuff. I got about 10 minutes left. I promise I'm getting near the end. I just want to make sure that everybody's comfortable. You guys at home okay? Anybody napping? Does anybody need more coffee? Okay, good.
All good.
Thanks, Ramy. All right, so chamber affinity programs. All right, so chamber affinity programs are partnerships that we have with different members. So these organizations basically have programs that you can participate in that give you a discount as a chamber member, and then as you do business with them, they provide what we call a thank you to the chamber. We can't say rebate. We just say thank you. So you're benefiting your chamber and you're getting a discount on your product or service that you're taking advantage of. So there's a number of different options, including
Advanced Champion Supply.
And Loft Green's office products.
Did I fix that?
You fixed it last month, but it went back.
Oh!
You didn't save it.
So you know, I'll fix it. I got you. But each of them provides a different service. So Chris does office supplies and a number of other things. Kevin does cleaning supplies, plus you do some other stuff too, right?
Equipment and safety supplies.
Yeah. So I mean, there's always these guys. the great thing about these organizations are that they want to help you and they want to help the chamber at the same time. So, you know, never hurts to say.
So I have a question. So I use Cox Communications. Do I call them up and say, am I on the Mesa Chamber of Commerce program or what?
Yeah, so there's a form on the site, and I just did this with the new site. So if you're interested in any of these programs, there's a form on the site that you fill out. It comes into Teresa, and then Teresa will connect you with the appropriate, organization. So if it happens to be Lofgreen's Office Supplies, you'll get connected with Chris Lofgreen to talk more about that program and get enrolled.
Because
So
we use REPAY, it used to be American Payment.
yeah, this used to
But
be
we use
American
them too.
Payment Solutions. So yeah, so definitely it's a great opportunity to, if you've got pieces of your business that you either want to shop around on or you use but you want the chamber to get the benefit of, definitely take advantage of that. I think we use you.
You don't use that.
Well, I know we use American Express because we spend a lot of money. Anyway, that's affinity programs. It is open to membership. So if you have in your business a way to offer an affinity program, we would love to talk with you about it and make this list even bigger. So always feel free to reach out and talk to us about it. All right, chamber advertising. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I didn't ask you to this meeting to sell you anything. I asked you to educate you on your chamber membership, but this is part of your chamber membership. Your membership gives you exclusive access to be an advertiser through various chamber means, whether it's the website with banner ads, whether it's a physical display ad in a program that we're going to hand out. So for example, we're going to hand out a program at Aviation Fascination to people. Members will get to advertise in that program. Whether it's a podcast, so I don't know if any of you have had the opportunity to listen to the podcast that we do. It gets a lot of mention, it gets a lot of kudos. But we have a lot of fun doing them. I think, Chris, you've done one, right? Or are you on the calendar for one? I thought you had done one at some point. Yeah, Kevin, you've done one, right?
Not a podcast.
Really?
No.
Go for two.
Man, I'm sitting down. And I'm like the guy on the board. I don't know. Somebody's done one somewhere. I know we've got like.
Well, you guys came out, we did a little short face.
That's right. We did the visit, the site visit.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you can do those. You can also build brand identity through sponsorships. This is the other piece. This is kind of what Terry was talking about when Terry introduced herself. Members get to brand themselves through their sponsorship of chamber events. So if you want to own an event, like Eric Reber owns orientation because it's his, he sponsors it. That type of sort of brand association, you can do that through your chamber membership. So Terry can help you with that. I can help you with that, whatever you need.
And I'm currently looking for swag for upcoming bus tours. If you're interested, talk to me after.
So if you're interested in kind of one-off events that we do, so we're doing 2 bus tours, one in September, one in October, where we're going to show people how much Mesa has grown since we did the last bus tour in 2019. And it's huge. One, you can be on the bus. You can buy a ticket, you can get on the bus. I encourage everybody, if you haven't done that, please feel free to do that. But the other thing is that you can be represented in that process. You can add something to the bag that we give to each person on the bus, or you can be a sponsor of the event overall and have your name associated with the event overall. Fantastic opportunities to brand your business and associate your business with what's going on in Mesa right now, which is a lot. So that's kind of the advertising piece. I am happy, obviously, to talk in more detail about that. So what's next? All right, how's everybody at home? Everybody good? Very good. All right, I'm just going to assume you're good if you're not answering me. All right, so what's next? New members. Your ambassador, if they have not already, will reach out to you. You will be assigned an ambassador. That ambassador will reach out to you and engage with you, or Melissa will get on that. So Melissa's actually the chair of the ambassador group, so she kind of coordinates the cats, if you will, right? At 90 days, we're going to send you a 90-day survey, so that way you kind of get a gauge on how you're doing with your membership, for those of you that are new. If you don't want to wait 90 days and you've got something you want to talk to us about, call Linda. That's what her job is. Her job is to make sure that you are getting everything you need out of your chamber membership. If you're an existing member, if you need to, reach out to Linda if you've either lost touch with your ambassador, you don't know who your ambassador is, or you know you don't have an ambassador but you want one. Reach out to Linda and let her know. We'll get you hooked up. The ambassadors want to help you. They want to have your business succeed. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the world belongs to those who show up, and I have 3 minutes to spare. I have concluded this presentation 3 minutes early, so that I can answer your questions about the amazing amount of information that I have just unloaded upon you. So happy to answer any questions that you have, either in studio or at home.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Erica, Grief Recovery. At my first event was the ladies' luncheon last month. And there was a very helpful woman there who talked about the networking groups. And
Sherry?
Actually, Elaine, I think. She was just very enthusiastic.
Okay.
But where is that? Where do you find the networking groups? Like, for instance, I think we're under healthcare. They registered us under healthcare. So do they have a networking group?
Linda will handle that question.
Thank you.
So, what I'll do is meet with you after this meeting, and we can talk about, what openings we have for healthcare in the groups. So we have opened up a fifth group that will be starting on Wednesday.
So that's what the
morning
business
at
referral
8
group
o'clock, the
Oh.
virtual, West group that does have an opening for healthcare. But we can talk about where you might fit into the other groups. So
Okay.
we'd love to be able to spend some time.
Okay, great, thank you.
And then also the nonprofit vitality council that meets once a month, that would be perfect.
I put that one down too.
So what other questions can I answer for you?
Could you give maybe a 12-second introduction to each, like the Mesa Junior Chamber, Mesa Young Professionals, and those things?
So the Junior Chamber is a partnership that we have currently with Benedictine University. We are looking to expand that out to Mesa Community College and potentially some of our high schools, where we basically, it's almost like a sort of internship that these students get to participate in. So they participate in chamber activities, they help us organize events, they engage with membership. We give them that opportunity to get exposed to what a chamber does. Partially because obviously as generationally, as we move forward, people have lost touch with what a chamber is and what a chamber does. So we created this program to kind of re-engage younger people, to give them the opportunity to learn that there is a place and there's an importance to chambers. Plus, it gives them access to membership where if they graduate and they're looking for a job, now they've got some relationships to work with in terms of helping find somewhere to work. So couple of good things there. Young professionals are, so if your organization has anyone between the ages of, I think, 20 and 40, and they need a place where they can engage with people of similar age, where they do some social service activities, or they just have the opportunity to learn about what it is to develop as a professional with each other. This is a program that we do. This is kind of coordinated right now with Dan Baker of Golden Goose Digital Marketing. And so they come together every so often and they do an activity, or they just have the opportunity to meet similar aged individuals so that they can grow together. The Chamber Success Academy, that was a partnership that we did with our friends downstairs at the Chair Academy. It's kind of been put on hold because of COVID, but it's a little bit, it's like Mesa Leadership Light. And it's focused more on the professional development piece. So less on your bigger picture, what is Mesa about and how can you be a leader in Mesa, and a little bit more on how do you be an effective leader as an individual. So it's very much a development piece. Terry talked about Mesa Leadership and Friends of the Chamber. So someday, I'm sure all of you are hoping that you do not have to work someday and that you will retire gracefully. If you need help with that, Dorian can help you with that. But we don't necessarily want you to go away from the chamber. So we created a special membership with the chamber called Friends of the Chamber. So if you're retired and you like being engaged in activities and you like the chamber experience, we have a way for you to continue to engage with your chamber and be a part of what we do. So that's those.
Just real quick, a little addition to Mesa leadership. If you personally would like to go through the program, we would love to have you, but if also, if you have employees that you think are, or maybe they're managers or something like that in your office or in your world, I encourage you to send employees to Mesa leadership as well.
And that's an important, I'm gonna lift that a little bit to a higher level. Your membership is with your organization overall, not with any one individual. So if you guys go back to the office and you pull out the calendar and you say, okay, we've got these events, let's get some people to cover. You can work together as an office and say, okay, you cover this event, you cover this event, you cover this event. Your membership is with your whole organization. So everyone in your organization gets to take advantage of the things that are happening, not just any one individual. And that's an important distinction because I know a lot of times an office, a small office, maybe 3-4 people, will feel overwhelmed because there's the one chamber person that's supposed to do all the chamber stuff. Well, that doesn't have to be. You can actually spread that out a little bit and let other people in the office manage that for you. So don't forget that. Chris, how are you?
Good.
Good.
Hungry.
Are you?
Yeah.
There's chips in the back of the room. Linda provided.
Good point.
Thank you, Dory.
Healthy.
So for those of you at home, I hope the meeting was productive for you. Thank you for joining us today. I'm of course happy to answer any questions. I noticed nobody put anything in the chat, but you are welcome to put something in the chat real quick if you would like. Happy to answer it. Otherwise, I'm gonna let you guys mingle and get a little bit of networking done if you'd like before you head on out for your day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay connected to Mesa Chamber social media, email newsletters, Monday morning message, and mesachamber.org to always know what's happening at your Mesa Chamber.